When I had envision getting to this moment in time, I thought that I would feel celebratory. However, I can't say that characterizes how I feel right now. I really have mixed emotions. I think the concerns and the comments that we have heard from citizens certainly are valid and sobering, and those are issues that we'll have to deal with as a community. But I am very proud and happy with the fact that we are turning a corner as a community in relation to this specific issue that has loomed large over our city for years. And so I would like to thank everyone that has played a role and a part in getting us to this point, but also look towards the future in relation to the work that's still ahead to rebuild and strengthen our relationship with our excellent San Antonio Police Department. We do have officers that are so committed to ensuring that San Antonio is the best city in the United States, and we appreciate what they have done over the years in our communities, and we know that through working together collaboratively, we can improve those relationships and minimize and hopefully eliminate those incidents that have caused concern amongst community members. And so I'm glad to be here with all my colleagues. I know Councilwoman Villagran will be playing a key role in the community, the Council on Police Community Relations that I mentioned during my comments. So I'd like to thank her in advance, and I know everyone else will be very engaged in the process as well. So we wanted to give a couple of moments for others who have been up close and personal in this process to make a few comments. So I'd like to turn the mic over to our city manager, Cheryl Scully.
Thank you, Mayor, and thank you for your leadership. It's been a pleasure to work with you on this very important issue for the past 2 years. Today's vote represents a sea change for the city of San Antonio because the financial impact of the changes in this agreement will save taxpayers $87.5 million in cost avoidance for healthcare expenses that otherwise would have continued for the next 5 years. It represents what the council set out for us, and I have to say that our team has worked very hard. It's been a tough process over the past 2.5 years, but it does represent progress moving forward. And as we said in June, following the mediated settlement, everyone doesn't get everything that they want in an agreement, but this does represent forward progress. There's more work to do. We will be working with the mayor and council members on those additional changes that can be made to further strengthen our community relations within the community, with an added focus on community-oriented policing with our officers led by our chief, Bill McManus. So we're committed to do that, to do the very best possible job for our community. And we've stayed steadfast in this effort over the past 3 years. That is, to provide fair wages to our employees that are affordable to the taxpayers. And we think we've accomplished that goal working together. There are substantial cost avoidances for the community over the next 5 years that will allow us to add services that are needed to the community. I'm proud that we have had the courage to take on this important issue with council support, and it does represent forward progress for the city. Thank you.
Thank you very much, Cheryl, and to all the city staff that have worked diligently as well. And next, I'd like to bring up the champion for our San Antonio police officers who I've had the opportunity to get to know throughout this process. And I'm grateful for where we have landed here today, Mr. Mike Kelly.
Thank you, Mayor, and especially your colleagues behind us. All of y'all deserve a great deal of appreciation on behalf of the rank and file. If it wasn't for your leadership, we would have not been able to get this done, and I, for one, greatly appreciate that and look forward to a relationship not only with the Baptist Ministry Coalition, but certainly with yourself and the program that you're going to lay out before us. I think it's important that we have a great working relationship with our community. We've always said that we've always have room for improvement, and certainly we stand for that. We always strive for excellence. I can tell you that for those of y'all that have known me for being elected 4 times in office, being the only president elected 4 times in a row, you've probably never even heard of me prior to 2013. And I was in office since 2008. I'd like to go back to that place again where you didn't even know who I was. So, but I know that our hard work is still yet ahead of us, and we strive for excellence within our community. And we want to have a relationship with our community that we're not telling our children that you need to be afraid of the police officer, that the policeman needs to be somebody that you can go to when you ever need help, or there's something that especially a child should never be afraid of a police officer. So we probably will never get that ever, 100%, but certainly if we can strive to make that better than what it is today, then we've done a great job. Thank you, Mayor.
Thank you. Thank you so much, everyone. We're getting immediately to work. I wanted to know, I was just sitting here thinking about on Saturday, I think we're having a forum on diversity in policing and public safety, and we want to invite community members to come out. It'll be at the Carver Community Cultural Center. So we're not wasting any time in addressing these issues, and we'll be announcing soon the first meeting of the Mayor's Council on Police Community Relationships, and we hope to be able to ensure that those meetings are available so that people can either view them or know what's happening in real time. We're working on that as well. Thank you again to my colleagues, and we are available for questions individually. Thank you.